Alright, so today what we're working on is the the 21 tooth sprocket on the drive side, 32 tooth sprocket on the motor side. So we put a bigger sprocket here to make it easier to pedal when you're sitting at a light, you take off from the stop sign. When you have a 32 tooth sprocket, that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to do a lot of pedaling compared to when you have like a 44 tooth sprocket, because the motorbike isn't going to want to pull off. The motor is not going to be strong enough to pull off your weight. I weigh 250 pounds. So for me, taking off, the motor's just not ready for that. So what you want to do is put a bigger sprocket. It makes it very easy to pedal. And when you pull off, it'll be like nothing. Yeah, you know, that's just a cool part about having a motorbike is, you know, on a lot of stuff you can't adjust it the way you want it to be adjusted. You know, you have to take it how it is. But when you have a motorbike like this, when you build your own motorbike, or you have one built by FLi Motor Bikes, then you can do what you want to do. I prefer on the motor side, I prefer the smaller sprocket because it gives you a higher top end. It's going to take a while to get to the higher top end. It might take a quarter of a mile. It might take a half a mile to reach your top speed when you have a smaller sprocket. If you have a bigger sprocket, the size sprocket that comes in the kit, then it's going to take off pretty fast. You won't have to pedal much at all. But a guy that comes by you with a smaller sprocket on the motor side will zoom past you. When you're doing top speed, when your thing is topped out, it will zoom right past you and go ahead and reach that top speed, and you'll be looking at his tail lights or his back tire or his back in general. So you know, for me, I like the best of both worlds. I like to be able to take off easy and then have the top speed on the back end. So if you're going to do stuff like that, then that's what you got to do. You got to get your ratios right. It's pretty simple. These don't normally come on bikes because people, when they're pedaling around, generally they don't want to reach the top speed that the bike can go in the first 10 feet. So, you know, this is like putting the easy gear on a 10 speed.